I'm interested in aspects of play. For this presentation, I decided to select images that I had created with the cyanotype process. It was a spontaneous reaction I had to the research I was doing. I also decided to create an audio file. It says my media is not found. That's a shame. Anyhow, I wanted to talk about the electric nature that playing has in relation to the creative process. And so on this final page, I developed a language, a vocabulary that I thought related to the art process and creativity. And I just hyperlinked a bunch of these words. I'll start with a light bulb. This is going to bring us to an article that I found about how we're not utilizing play enough in arts education. Oh, we're not looking at that right now. Oh, where did my PowerPoint go? Oh, screencasting. Oh, there we are. Okay. As we can see, we're playing with this new technology that I've never used before. I also am interested in the transgressive or sort of avant aspects of art and playing how it develops these elements. And so just actually Googling Zap and art brought me here, which is a wonderful website. And it's absolutely refreshing to explore places like this on the internet where collaboration is fostered and group mentality of playing is what it's all about. Yeah, street art has been an interest of mine for quite some time. So I'm just going to go through some of these links. Oh yeah, this one was great. It was 10 of the weirdest games that you'll ever play. And of course, Katamari Damacy is the first one that comes up, and it's one of my all-time favorite games. Tentacles Enter the Dolphin turned out to be the most bizarre game I've ever seen. So I spent some time actually playing the games on this website featured and had a good time doing my homework. I feel like doing spokes for this project for the literature review is a really great way to incorporate visual culture along with research. And also incorporating articles that have been academically published through JSTOR and combining it with some of the other less academic pieces. I didn't read this whole article, but it's the morality of 20th century transgressive art, and I think they talk about Susie Gobluck and some sort of the complicit art. Oh yeah, Wired magazine, that was a good one. Well, there we go. There's also different philosophies into sort of an existential regard that the philosophers have about man's reaction to his own folly. And Nietzsche talks about that a lot. What does he say? What does not kill me makes me stronger. What is that to do with play? And of course, we're going to get into degenerate art, which was the forerunner of the avant-garde and the formalists. And we're going to talk about aesthetics in that regard. But these artists were all playing with the idea of pushing boundaries. These artists in particular were responding to the politics, the political situation happening leading up to World War II, and they were considered enemies of the state, in as many words. So yeah, play can be dangerous as well. It's not necessarily something that is fun. And we're going to look at some work by Blue. He's great. And we've got Banksy. Blue is really wonderful. Come on, baby. Of course, we're not going to look at the whole thing, but if you haven't seen Blue before, he's worth checking out. The man is obviously totally insane. I also really like how Blue uses music along with his art pieces. Just so yeah, we could watch the whole thing, but I can't believe how much work he does on these. He's amazing. So anyhow, there you go. We've got a whole bunch of different playful thingamajiggies that we were looking. Oh yeah, we already looked at that. Oh yeah, surrealist games. They're great. We've got one of the most popular ones is Beautiful Corpse. But we have all sorts of really wacky, cool games that you can play here. So I feel like this PowerPoint is a good resource if you want to just go delving into some creative process sparking playful games and things where you want to start thinking about how you're going to approach a curriculum this year. Maybe you want to consider working with your students in order to develop that curriculum and create lesson plans that are intrinsically motivated and something that you might want to consider by using play in the classroom.